Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would just do a really casual sit down. I bought a bunch of new makeup that I want to share with you and give you a bit of a pregnancy update. So I hardly ever buy new makeup. I spent more money than I'm willing to admit over at the good friends here at MAC. They were having a 25% off sale. So I was like, you know what? It's time to buy some new stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't call myself very like well versed in makeup. The first thing I'm putting on is a primer. It's like this pretty like primer. It's so nice and it smells so good. So I'm not very like trendy when it comes to makeup. Maybe that's the best word. I don't know what is like just popular or like what one should be buying or whatever. I get gifted quite a bit of makeup from various brands. So that's probably the length of how trendy I get. Like that's how I stay current. And then of course the other way I stay current is watching people like my beautiful friend Rachel from Rach Loves. And I just learn everything from people like her. Now I'm putting on a eye base and you're supposed to put this like on your eyelid. One funny thing I learned that I had no idea. And it's probably the reason why my makeup was constantly running under my eyes. You're not supposed to put foundation on your eyelids. I didn't know this. And I wish I had known this because that is probably why my makeup has always traditionally like really run quite a bit under my eyes. You know, when you get like kind of look like a raccoon. Anyway, so that is why I'm now supposed to use this eye primer. So eye primer, there you go. That's the next bad boy. Next thing I'm supposed to use, she literally, because I am so last case when it comes to makeup, the girl over at MAC literally made me a like a list. It's like 1, 2. Okay, so now I'm supposed to do my liquid foundation. I got this brush that like is just the best. I've never used a brush. I normally use a beauty blender, and the brush is pretty exciting. So anyways, yeah, I never buy makeup because I get sent quite a bit of it. And to be honest, I'm not very confident about makeup. I just don't always know what I'm doing. And so I sometimes get very intimidated when it comes to makeup. And so it's sort of, I don't know, I get really intimidated when I walk into stores like Sephora or like MAC or any of the counters at department stores. Anyone else get like that? Like, I don't know, there's many things in life that I feel like I have some aptitude for, but makeup is just not really one of them. Also, PS, random thought about or random fact about me, I am almost exclusively always doing my makeup in the car. Like almost always. It's very rare that I take the time to put my makeup on not in the car. Anyways, so pregnancy update. I just had my mastermind call this morning, and I've been in this mastermind with these beautiful women for a really long time, and they're so wonderful and amazing. Yeah, pretty sure I put the wrong thing on first. I was supposed to put Time Check lotion on first. That's actually my primer, and I think I put the thing that comes in at the end as, oh well, I was supposed to use this as my primer. LOL. Isn't it nice to follow lists? It's always good to follow instructions, guys. And one of the funny things that one of the women reminded me of is that I often forget I'm pregnant. So meaning I've been pregnant so many times. This is my 7th pregnancy in, oh my gosh, like 10 years. Well, my oldest child's gonna be 9 really soon. So this is my 7th pregnancy in 9 years. And, you know, in the beginning, of course, it's so foreign, it's so new. You're kind of like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? You feel sick all the time, whatever. But let me tell you, by the 7th time, I essentially forget I'm pregnant, which is like kind of a good thing, but also not a good thing because then I overdo it. I have no idea what goes on after concealer. This? I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Oh well, we're gonna wing it. So this weekend I spoke at an event that was pretty exciting for me. This is my contour stick, by the way. Here's my fun little new contour stick. So I spoke at an event this weekend and it was super fun. I had a great time. But then I went to the dinner for the speakers right after, and then I ventured downtown Toronto for my dear friend's 40th birthday party. Let me tell ya, I may have overdone it. So this is one of the things with being kind of forgetting you're pregnant, so to speak. That can be kind of dangerous and not a good idea because, you know, you don't want to overdo it. It's not a good idea to overdo it. And so I sometimes have the tendency to like forget I'm pregnant and then come home and be like, why am I so achy? Why is my whole body like so tired? Well, it's because I'm like 5 months pregnant. So that's been an interesting thing about being pregnant for the 7th time, is that I can sometimes forget I am pregnant, and that's not a good thing. My second observation about this pregnancy is that I was really reluctant to eat healthy. This is bronzer. I bought a new one with the sale, but I kind of just realized that it's almost exactly this color. So I'm kind of like, do I just return the other one? I don't know, we'll see. This one, the lovely Rach Loves gave to me. Thank you, Rach Loves. I have struggled in the past with being borderline gestationally diabetic. So I've never actually become gestationally diabetic, but they were so concerned about it that they put me on the gestational diabetic diet. And let me tell you that that was a really big blow to me with my last pregnancy. This is powder now. Just a little bit of powder on the T-zone. So I was really quite disheartened when this happened the last time with my last pregnancy, because I just felt like, oh my gosh, like yet another thing I have to like manage, yet another thing I have to do, yet another thing I have to like, whatever, like care about. And I am whining, I'm legit whining. It's eyebrow time. So I use, this is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I kind of love this one. I love this one because it's easy to use. Like you can kind of not really mess it up. I'm really good at messing up my makeup, like really good. Anyways, so, oh wait, I just said you can't mess it up and then I went bing and there's this big like line above my eyebrows. That's not supposed to be there. My last pregnancy with our 6th child, James, it was such a blow, and I was like, I don't want to like prick myself and, you know, make myself bleed to measure my sugar levels all the time, blah, blah, blah. But then what was so interesting about that time was that I lost so much weight while pregnant, and I felt so good about myself. And like, I kept the weight off after the pregnancy. It was weird, actually. People were like, you're the skinniest I've ever seen you. And I just felt so healthy. And then I remember one day I cheated. So one day after giving birth to James, I cheated. And then I basically, that was like, it lasted like 18 months. My cheat lasted literally 18 months. When I found out I was pregnant again this time, I knew that I would have to, you know, be careful about it again, because apparently this stuff is genetic. Like, and P.S., other fellow Asians out there, it is also more inclined when you are, like, you're more inclined to get diabetes and gestational diabetes if you are Asian. How interesting is that? So I just knew that I would have to take care of it again. So I've actually put myself back on the gestational diabetic diet even before like taking any of the glucose tests or whatever. And I gotta say, I was really like, I don't know, really complaining about it in the beginning. But it just took about 3 days. It took 3 days of like, rather than going to my pantry and being like, what can I eat in the pantry? Meaning, you know, what processed food can I open that I can eat super fast? So that was always my initial reaction when I was hungry. Now I go to my fridge and I'm literally thinking salad and protein. Like, what yummy salad with protein can I make? So honestly, if I can do it, And I was like a 3 poutine a week kind of person, like 3, like literally 3. If I can do it, honestly, I think anybody can do it, because like I said, I really just didn't want to. I just didn't want to be very honest. I just did not want to make what I ate such a priority in my life. And if you know me well, you know how much I was complaining about this going into this. I remember being on a friend's sofa and just being like, this is the last thing I want to focus on. Like, I don't want to think about what I have to bring with me to work to eat. I just want to grab fries on the go. And so it's been so interesting, because I just started doing it and it just started getting easier. And I'll be honest, like actually in the back of my van right now, I just went to Costco to do my weekly grocery run. I bought those like black Tupperware containers with a clear lid, and I'm going to now get in the habit of pre-making a bunch of salads every week with chicken and stuff. And so it's just there so that when I am on a day on the go, I can actually take care of myself and eat healthy. So yeah, I gotta say that like if I can do it, because I was like the biggest non-advocate of healthy living to be very brutally honest, I just didn't want to do it. If I can do it, I really think that anybody else can do it. And something I read in John Acuff's book, his newest book called Finish, which by the way is so worth the read. In his new book, he talks about why people don't finish things, and it's fascinating, and it's like very much all about like just the fear of failure. And I realized as I was reading the first few pages of his book that I had a massive fear of failing at eating healthy. How funny is that? Like massive fear. And I let that fear basically paralyze me from even trying to eat healthy. So that was really an interesting like wake-up call, realizing that what I was doing was paralyzing myself, like literally just absolutely paralyzing myself. And like not even starting because of the fear, like not even giving myself a chance. This is my new lipstick. I'm so excited. So it's been actually like way easier than I thought, way more fun than I thought, and I feel good. We just did a road trip to Florida, and even on the trip to Florida, like that used to be one of my big limiting beliefs as well, that I wouldn't be able to eat healthy while traveling. And honestly, I actually can't believe I'm saying this, I pre-packed salads. And they were delicious salads. Non-boring, really yummy salads. So anyways, I'm really excited about this like new chapter in my life of trying to eat healthy. I am pricking myself, which means, if you don't know what that means, basically when you are diabetic, you can prick yourself, get a tiny little bit of blood, and with this like reader machine contraption, you can measure how much sugar, like the sugar level in your blood. And I'm happy to report that I've been pretty good. Like, you're basically looking for a target number, and my target number has been really good. So I'm really proud of that, because it's like, with knowledge comes power. With information comes, you know, something you can measure against and adjust, you know, your lifestyle accordingly. And so, yeah, no, it's been like a pretty good pregnancy. So one big thing I've observed is that I keep forgetting I'm pregnant, and that has pros and cons. Pro is that, you know, I kind of just, I'm doing things in life like whatever, like I normally do. But the con of that is that I can get tired super quick. And that's no fun, because, you know, you don't want to overdo it and overextend. And then, yeah, I honestly did not think that I could eat healthy. I had a huge limiting belief that I was going to fail at it, and what was the point of even trying? But I'm really happy to report that it just takes like a few days of habit, like a few days to build the habit, some resources to sort of get you thinking about like what you're putting in your fridge. I signed up for Jennifer Pike's newest family nutrition program. That's been really helpful. So yeah, I just find like it really didn't take as much. Like it took a little bit of work in the beginning just to sort of like overhaul my fridge and overhaul my thinking patterns around food. So rather than thinking like what is fast, I now think what is nutritious, and what's going to give me energy. So that's a really big like mind shift in my head that I'm really proud, because it's something I've struggled with forever and never ever thought with my lifestyle of, you know, 6 children and running a business that I could ever make time for. Like I literally was like, there's just no time to make time for food and healthy thoughts. But that was a really big limiting belief. So anyways, if you like this video, I'd love for you to give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more casual chit chat videos from me, let me know. I upload videos once a week on Friday. And I'm just, yeah, really passionate about helping women live their most beautiful, intentional lives. And so let me know what kind of content you'd like to see more. If you like these casual chit chats, I like recording them, and from my last one, it seemed that you guys really liked it too, and I'll put that one in the cards if you're interested in more of these sort of casual, putting on my makeup type chit chats, get ready with me styles. It's fun. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and cheers to designing your beautiful life.